single solitary day.
Yeah.
They would just come around. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, we will always lose contact. But when family functions come, the Hardys was always there. You know what I'm saying? And so now,
Yeah.
as an adult, I'm glad I kept in contact with Will now as a grown adult. You know what I'm saying? Because he was looking for his route he needed to go to, just like me. We all got to find the route we need to go to. And I'm just glad we came to the path where we at now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad I kept in contact with him and Carl. I haven't spoken to Wayne yet, and I haven't spoken to Michael yet. It's because Michael not home
Yeah, because I thought Mike was coming home this year.
yet. Yeah, man, I miss the hell out of Mike. I haven't seen Mike since I was young, but I seen
Right.
Mike one time when I was a grown ass man.
Oh, okay.
I think I was like 20, 23, 24 the last time I saw Mike, and I'm like, I'm 30, I'm 46 now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Michael's older than me, so
Yeah.
so he's up there. Hey, yeah, man, I would love because I was telling Carl, excuse me, I was telling Carl about my show. I'd love to have Carl on my show. When Will told me that Carl, he got some knowledge to talk to spread. I'm like, shit, you gotta holler at Carl. I'm like, shit, I love that holler at cuz.
Yeah, how that way?
Yeah, Wayne is hard to get in contact with. I hit him up on IG. I still didn't get no response yet from Wayne.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But long as I can keep in contact with Will, that's all that matters to me. Cause he was on my show like a few days ago. He ain't even hear himself. I sent him the link. He lost the link, and then I ended
No,
up sending him the link again.
yeah, he sent it to me and I watched it after he sent it to me and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness.
What'd you think
Cause,
about it?
cause when, I don't remember it was you or the other guest had said something about abortion and about if the female gets physically violated by a man, would she keep the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Will said, yes, she should. And I told Will, I said, when you said she should, I said, that kind of shocked me.
Yeah,
I
they
said,
did. That
because
did
that
fuck my
woman,
head up. That did. Matter of fact, that was me. That was me
okay,
that asked Will. Like he said some shit. No matter of fact, yeah, I think it was my co-star said something, and then I said hell no, I get in the bush, and Will was like shit. Why would you do that? Cuz your job is to procreate. I'm
yeah,
like
that's
in
what
my
he
mind, it
said.
fucked me up when he said that.
Yeah, I told him it shocked the hell out of me, too. I said, I thought you would say get rid of it because she was taking advantage of that child
Mm-hmm.
wasn't made out of love. And he said, no, he said, it's part of her. He said he understands where I'm coming from, but that was just his personal belief. I said, okay. I said, okay. I said, that's the way you feel, but the way I feel, no, she should get rid of the child because the person physically forced herself on her and she got pregnant. No.
It's called hate. That's hate. That's what I was trying to tell Big Cuz, and I'm like, look, man, how would you feel if somebody was to rape your daughter? And I use it as an example. And he said, I understand exactly word for word what you said. And he's like, I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz I'ma still feel the same way. Because the child is innocent. The child didn't ask to come here. I
Yeah.
understand that. But it's made out of hate.
Yeah. And he was saying when we was talking before he called you, he was like, the ultimate decision is hers. He said it's up to her. But he said if it was up to him, he would tell her no, keep it. And I'm like, no, I couldn't tell whoever. I said if it's a female I know and she's been violated like that, I'm gonna be like, no, get rid of the child. Just go ahead and get rid of it.
Yeah, because you're gonna hurt. You're gonna. I ain't gonna say envy it, or you're not gonna hurt it. You're gonna try to destroy the motherfucker thing. You're gonna.
Yeah, because
Is a
that
mental.
child is going to remind you of what you went through.
Exactly. Is a burden. You don't want to hang on and hold on to a burden. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the child get older. Let's say the child get older and you decide to overcome all the bullshit drama and obstacles that you had when you was raising this child. You overcome it And the truth finally came out. Mom, I just found out that I was conceived out of hate. Do you hate me? How do you really feel about me? And then she fuck around and tell the child the truth. Well, at first, I hated you, but then as time went on, I decided to just let it go and just for miraculously, I forgave the whole situation. You know how this gonna fuck
Yeah.
up the child head?
Yeah, but he also brought up another point, and he said you have to look at it about all these one night stands where the woman has got pregnant and she has tried to go after the dude, say this is your child, and he'd be like, no, it's not mine. And I'm like, yeah, it is a lot of one night stands children out here. Yeah,
Nah, that's me
that's totally
personally.
different.
Me, like, you just took the words out of my mouth. Like me personally, that's a horrible example by trying to terminate a child because you can't find a baby father. It's just letting me further know that you're fallacious, and you need to keep your legs closed. And or you can do this one. How about wear some condoms? Or put this one on. Don't fuck at all. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If you know that you're gonna spread your legs to every Tom, Dick, and fucking Harry, and you just want to get your nut off, I think you might as well just be a virgin until you decide to get married. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna be a
yeah,
hoe like that, you're gonna be spreading seeds all over the place, and then you're gonna be on Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, motherfucking Steve Wilco. You're gonna be on goofy shows like that, trying to figure out who the baby daddy is. You don't want
yeah.
that shit.
But also, I remember when I was younger, before my father got sick,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he told me, he said, I don't remember was after my mother died or before she died. He said, I'm going to tell you this and keep this in your mind. He said, a child cannot keep a relationship together. And I said, why you say that? He said, because he have seen a lot of people, because they got children together, their lives are miserable. He
Mm-hmm.
said, no, you cannot live your life that way. She don't like you, you don't like her. Y'all stand together because of kids. He said, no, he said, that creates a lot of hate and anger into people. He said, if y'all were not meant to be together, just go your ways, but still be there for your children.
Mm-hmm.
He
I can
said,
agree.
y'all don't have to be married. He said, if y'all married, get a divorce because both of y'all are miserable. He
Mm-hmm.
said, but still come there for your children. Do for your children.
Right.
And that's what I did with my son, because me and his mother, she was a hoe. And as like I couldn't take it no more because I don't care what part of the city I was in. They be telling me, you go with so and so. I'm like, and yeah, leave her alone and blah, blah, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And let me know I was too good for her. So I just got caught her one day and she gonna say she's pregnant. I said, okay, when the child comes, I'll take care of the child.
Mm-hmm.
So after he was born, first 2 months I got to see him. Then she took him away from me for a year. Gave him somebody else's last name.
Mm.
But I still took care of him, and she let me come back into his life. And I let him know once he got of age, I might not be your father. I said I could be and I couldn't be. I said, man, you're going to have to do a DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, once the DNA test comes, I said, if you're mine, man, you're going to have to work through this. But if you're not mine, I'm going to let you do what you want to do. You know, if you don't want to deal with me, it'll be fine with me. But if you still want to deal with me, we still can deal with one another.
Right.
You know, he'll be 33 this year, but he's over in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he spends part of the time here and part of the time in Ghana, and I keep sending him messages because when I got hurt, I sent him a message when I got home from the hospital, letting him know about the accident and stuff, and I haven't heard from him yet. And everybody in the family, have you heard from him? Have you heard from him? I'm like, no, I've been sending him messages and everything, calling him on his cell phone, but I lost his cell phone number when I got a new phone. So I just try to communicate with him on Facebook.
Right.
You know, but I'm like, my family like, how do you feel about him not getting in contact with you? And I'm like, and I really don't know what's going on, but when I do get in contact with him, we had to sit down and talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't gonna be none of this fussing and stuff like that. No, we just gonna talk as grown-ups
Mm-hmm.
to get this thing straightened out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I can see that we didn't talk about Malcolm X. We talked about a lot of shit. I'm gonna just name this multiples of topics because that's what we talked about. We talked about multiples of things, and we voiced a lot of things how we felt about certain issues. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We don't just talk about the same topic every single solitary day. We talk about different shit, different topics, different things every single day. And that's one thing I love about my show. You should try to listen to the show one day. Like,
I listened to that show that you just did.
Oh, what you think about it? Did you like it?
Yeah, because the thing about the straw man.
Okay.
I was like, okay, and I forgot all about that about the straw man thing because I knew a little bit about it, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And when y'all got to talking about it, I was like, oh, that's why I keep getting a lot of things from Amazon about these books about the straw man, about sovereignty and stuff like this, because I forgot what book it was that I ordered from them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, so that has something to do with that book that I ordered from them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I forgot all of when y'all was talking about that, and when y'all was talking about that's how Brother Polite got locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I didn't know that's why he got locked up, because he was doing that.
Yeah, that's one thing about my show. I want to make sure whoever I talk to has all the information down. Because trust and believe you me, I don't just write down topics on my planner book just because I want to. Because I got a list. I got at least about 3 sheets of how many programs I want to do and how many topics I want to talk about. And trust and believe you me, I'm not a Isaac Newton, but I have enough information in my database that I answer all these goddamn questions.
Oh, okay.
That I have, you feel me? And plus, I'm gonna put up some information like that's gonna mess people's heads up, and they're gonna want to talk about like an example. You know anything about the Anunnakis?
No, I don't think I do.
Woo! Oh man. Well, just to let you know, they are the gods. Okay, they are our angels. They are the original creators. Those are our parents. Okay, they are the ones that created all this shit. Okay, and it wasn't no spirit that created humans. They are actually aliens. They are actual aliens that are gods, yo. You know what I'm saying? And look it up, yo. Look it up on YouTube. If you can't find it up on YouTube, go on Google.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got another one. Okay? And these are in my planners that I want to talk about. Okay? These are like programs. You ever heard of a dude named Monthras?
I'm gonna say no.
Alright. Monthras is a god. Okay? He's an Egypt god. He's a god that everybody worships every December the 25th. Okay? Now, that'll fuck your head up.
To deal with the stars.
Nah, that's the sun god. Okay? Monthras. Huh?
He has to do. You say he has to do with the 25th.
December the 25th. Yes. You know what day December the 25th is, don't you?
It's supposed to be Christmas, but it has something to do with the winter solstice.
Yeah, it got something to do with Monthras. That's a religion. It's the early Christian religion. Monthras. Monthras is a god. He looks like the son of Jesus. He looks like Jesus, but he's not.
Oh no, then I don't know anything about him. Then no.
Yeah, look him up, yo. I'm a start throwing up some research on that fool, man. I mean, like, yo, he's in cahoots with Santa Claus, aka Santa Claus. You know who a Crumpets is?
Yeah.
Crumpets, Krampus, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, about them evil ass elves and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Santa Claus is demonic, and that's
But
what
also, Christmas is a pagan
religion. Yeah, as a pagan belief, they were killing kids. They were killing children and killing animals alive, and doing like barn burns and dancing naked and shit like that. And Jesus, well, not Jesus, Santa Claus was dancing naked and doing these bonfires and grabbing his stomach and screaming, ho, ho, ho.
See, never knew nothing about that.
That's where ho, ho, ho came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, this shit is fucking sadistic.
Yeah, 'cause I did know a little bit about the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's symbolic. It got a lot of shit to
Yeah.
do with the Monthros belief, with the mistletoe. It got magic in that shit. The mistletoe. What's the name of that shit that hangs on your door? With the little Christmas ornaments and shit like that.
I don't even know 'cause I'm really not even into Christmas, you know.
Good. Don't.
You know.
Don't. It's pagan. Yeah, they used to kill people off of that shit. They were killing people. They were fucking killing people during fucking Halloween, fucking Valentine's Day and shit.
And then to Halloween at that time, I'm like, but all of us came up dressing up in costumes and going getting candy. And then once I got older, it's like, where the hell did this come from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking pagans and them fucking crazy ass witches and shit be giving us all these dumbass beliefs and shit, and it's all stems with the children. All this shit stems with the fucking children. Why always the children?
Yeah, because the books we used to read as kids,
mm-hmm.
the books like Peter Pan and stuff,
right?
It's like once you find out what that really was, you be like, damn, we was reading some sick shit coming up as children.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, shit, I'm gonna go back and do some research about fucking Walt Disney.
Oh, there's so much sick shit about him. It's funny.
It's bad about Walt Disney. He looked like a fucking Mason.
He probably was one.
He looked like he was into that voodoo shit and all that witchcraft and crazy demonic shit. That nigga looked crazy as hell. And it was just funny because it's just looking at your picture, the shit looked fucking demonic. And then when my uncle was talking about Walt Disney, I'm like, it makes sense why the fuck he looked like that.
Because there was a lot of stuff that was hitting in those cartoons that we used to watch too.
I heard about that. It's like certain images and like messages and shit. You guys gotta read in between the lines and shit.
Yeah.
But man can't always do that though with the human eye. They need dictionaries and shit like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean to break that shit down. Not everybody has that third eye. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just open for fucking knowledge. That's all I am. I'm just an open person for knowledge, man. That's all I want. I want to seek the truth and find out the truth. I don't want to hear no lies and just cat. You gotta give me some truth, man.
Yeah, because that's one thing. Like I tell people, I said, I'm not against anybody's religion. If it makes you a better person, then okay. Mm-hmm. But like I was telling them, I said, a lot of these Christians will not question what's in that Bible. And if you have a little knowledge about certain things in that Bible and you say it to them, they get mad with you. Or even they be like, I don't want to hear it, walk away from you. And I tell them, I said, all you got to do is do research. Look into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you believe me. Just do the research and find out if it's true or if it's false.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying I read the fucking whole entire Bible. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a fucking scientist. But I am human. And I'm also not a fucking dummy either. But I
Yeah.
have read 56 books that are in that book. And out of 56 book in that book, I was pissed off because it was fucking talking about a whole bunch of bullshit and lies. So I'm like, which one is it? Is the New Testament telling the truth? Or is the Old Testament telling the truth? Or whoever wrote the shit in between just threw in a whole bunch of bullshit to confuse and to ask questions that's in this book. It looked like to me all of the fucking above.
Yeah, because if you realize a lot of people that really say they stone cold Christians, when you ask about certain things and you don't agree with it, they get mad with you.
Mm-hmm. Right, I don't get it. I can sit up here and have a dictionary, all that shit. Most of the motherfuckers that actually look at the Bible or read it don't have a dictionary. I would
Yeah,
advise anybody, if you don't understand what the fuck is going on with a dictionary, get a Bible. Get a Bible and get a dictionary, a Webster, good Webster dictionary. You're gonna be good. You'll
yeah,
understand the Bible right then and there. You don't need no fucking scholar. You don't need no teacher. You don't need none of that shit. You got a dictionary right there. This is what they taught you in school, right? So why can't I learn the Bible by myself with a dictionary right here in my hand? What's the difference? Then when you break the shit down to a T and you tell them what the meaning is, like the ones that actually went to school for Christianity, they got the dick look on their face. I swear to God, I've done it. I've done it. I went against a motherfucker that was a scholar and asked the motherfucker, they had a master's and a bachelor's in religion. And I asked them a simple question. They couldn't fucking answer it. And the only thing I did was have a fucking dictionary on my left hand side, on my right hand side. They couldn't answer the question. Why? I don't know. They just couldn't answer the question.
yeah, because I bought this book called Revelations Unsealed,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't read the whole book yet. I read maybe, what was it, the first 4 or 5 pages, and I haven't picked it back up, but I was like, and I have to pick it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was telling somebody, he was like, why did you buy that book? I said, what's wrong with learning about something? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, and well, the Bible's not a lot. And I said, I'm not trying to tell you what to believe in. There's truth in the Bible, and there also are lies in the Bible. I said, because who made the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
They going to say God made the Bible. I said, no.
No.
I said, the Creator did not make that Bible. I said, man made that Bible.
Yes.
I said, man. I said, and they said, when you say man, what do you mean by man? I said, as I say, man. It's not about color, because everybody put their thoughts into that Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And they's like, no, they didn't. I said, well, I'm not going to fuss with you, you know. And then I have another book that might be hard to get called The New World Order.
Ooh, okay.
And this is my 3rd time getting this book, because when I first got it, when a person that used to have a shop downtown called Afrocentrics, he was the first one that turned me on to it, and that was in the 90s, the
Yeah.
early 90s. And I let Will and some other people hold the first copy. I don't remember who had it last, but somebody lost it. Then I ordered it again, and I let somebody hold it again. And I said, this time when I order it, I'm not letting anybody hold it, because it's
Right.
hard to get.
Right. Mm-hmm. Ooh, New World Order. Woo. Oh
Yeah.
man, what are they talking about, the Freemasons or the Illuminati or some shit?
It's talking about so many different things, like what's going on now. Okay, it talks about these diseases also in it that's going
Oh.
around. Said that everything that's going on now, even though this book is old, is letting you know that certain things have already been planned because of these 1%ers.
Mm.
The people that's running the world, because a lot of people keep talking about the government is running the world. No, it's these people that got the money that's controlling these politicians.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bill Gates, dang, what's the owner? Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So the Waltons, it's. I mean, man, if you can get this by, I can send you the who is buying stuff like that, because I've been trying to send. I've sent this information out to certain people and
Yeah.
stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody. And I had told them to get back in contact with me if they could find it. Nobody never got back in contact with me.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so I guess they're not interested in finding out what's the truth and what's a lie.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested for what's good media. I'm just interested, period. Not just for my show. I'm interested for myself, so I can get
Yeah,
enlightened. You feel me about the
yeah,
truth? And one thing I hate about like motherfuckers that's like really smart. They always want to use like their intelligence for their advantages, which isn't cool, man. Because you're taking advantage of people. You got all these forms of information, and you decide to use that information for evil instead of good. Those are the
yeah,
ones I don't respect. For the motherfuckers that have all this knowledge, all this talent, all this wisdom, and use all of that shit for evil, I will never respect a nigga that does that. And I've seen it. I literally seen it. You'll never get no respect from me off of that.
yeah. Because now, the hip hop that's going out now, I don't even listen to it, most of it,
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And because somebody was asking me, some artists they asked me about, I'm like, who the hell is that? And it was like, you don't know? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know the person. And they played the song. I'm like, turn that shit off. I'm like, yeah, no. I said, the only thing that's good about it is the beat. That's it. Because you can't understand what the hell they saying or anything. And I'm like, yeah, how can you listen to that? And you about my age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 55, and I'm like, you only a couple of years younger than me, and you listen to this ignorant shit?
Man, this rap music today is homoed. It's homoed up. Everybody is doing rituals and shit to get these record deals.
Yeah,
They putting all these spells in the music, and they probably been putting spells in the fucking music. And when I mention the word spell, what I mean by spell is, let's just use R. Kelly as an example, okay? R. Kelly is the perfect example that I'm gonna use. We all know he's guilty for committing
yeah,
pedophilia, and all other heinous crimes that he's caught up with. Okay, now he will sit up and make a song. This is just the sad part. He will sit back and make a song on the fucking crimes that he's committed, right? And will put his crime on the fucking airwaves with music, right? Now you literally seen this shit and heard it, right? And you know what you'll do? You'll snap your fingers, bob your head
yeah,
to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was me. It was me. One day I was on a podcast. I swear to God, Thomas. We was talking about fucking R. Kelly. This the part when I tell you that that shit does have magic. Let me tell you why. I know what R. Kelly did. I looked at the documentaries. I've read on the reports. I've seen the commentary, right? About Robert, okay? He made a song called I Admit It, okay? As I'm listening to the song's like 18, 19 minutes, though. I'm listening to the song. You know what I'm doing?
but, oh, okay.
Bobbing my head, snapping my fingers, stomping my feet. Sound good as a motherfucker, right? Not realizing this man is singing everything and anything he did to these goddamn little girls and fucking women, man.
Well, he wouldn't go past 24.
What years age?
Yeah, past 24, he got rid of you.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
dog, yo, we're so drawn on on bullshit. Music is witchcraft. It's been going on since Lucifer decided to play. What's that harp? Music. Music is the devil's way of putting spells on you. Music. That's what he was when he was an angel. The harp. That was his instrument. Harp. So by them putting all these spells in that music, and they can sit up here and confess a crime, we're so mesmerized with the music and the voice. Sad, ain't it?
yeah. But I didn't know he was illiterate neither. I just recently found that out was this week past that he's illiterate.
Yeah, that's sad, ain't it? All that talent, nigga can't read for shit.
I was like, he's illiterate, and the person was showing me that he's illiterate. I was like, oh my God, but I'm like, I seen him and JC in this video when they was going playing their tour, and he was writing down stuff. And they say he might have been doing that because the cameras was on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, thinking about it, I was like, okay. I said, okay, it does make sense then. Because he was illiterate and he didn't want nobody to know, but people in the music industry knew that he was illiterate.
Yep. Yeah, he was on everything. Remember I told you, talents can come off the top of the dome. Remember I said that earlier. Now, he's one of the rare talents that can do off the top of the grid and can fuck around and redo it. That's talent without even writing it down on wax. Verse by verse, play by play, word by word. He got everything down to a T, like he actually wrote the motherfucker. And they said he was making songs off the top of the motherfucking dome.
Yeah, but also this is another thing I had. I always suspected it because when I seen that video that he did with the 3 girls and the last one that he peed on.
Yeah.
Yeah. They was talking about he was molested as a child.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up. How could you put that pain on someone else? Even though you went through it as a kid, how can you put that pain on someone else when you get older?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it doesn't make sense. You went through a terrifying ordeal, and you want to do the same thing to somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's sick.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking.
Yeah, I kept telling my wife, man. She kept calling him every name to a T. I understand that on a woman's perspective, but I was a certified nursing assistant for 10 years, and I dealt with mental retardation and psychological behaviors, and I kept